I feel like in the spiritual community, one topic that is so misunderstood is life purposes. Because for some reason, people assume that, oh, since I have this life purpose, this means that I need to pursue and make my whole entire life about this one topic. But that's not really what a life purpose is about. And there are so many beautiful ways how you can discover different aspects of what your actual life purpose is, like for example through numerology, through Destiny Matrix, through astrology, so on and so on. But yet all of these systems give one tiny piece of the entire puzzle that is up to you to discover. While we are put on this earth and our soul agrees to pursue a specific kind of pathway, let's say, we still have free will. We still get to decide how we pursue a certain life purpose or a path. Because a life purpose isn't going to be something that you just achieve once and then you forget about and move on or whatever. Instead, it's about a way of living. It's a method, it's a technique, it's like a way of being, of existing, of interacting with the outside world and how your soul is meant to leave an impact. And so all of these different self-discovery methods, Destiny Matrix, numerology, astrology, so on, they just give you little hints of what it actually is for you. Because at the end of the day, the only way that your life purpose can ever be activated is through action. It's through living. It's through taking specific steps in your life that just feel good to you. And it's up to you to decide what it really is and what it really means for you. Through numerology, they might share the same exact life purpose. Like, it just so happens that their numbers are the same. Does that mean that they're meant to achieve the same exact things and that's it? No, because we all have our free will. We all get to decide the way that we pursue this way of living. One person might go to the extreme and pursue it in one way. Another person might pursue it in like a small little fraction, but yet it's still as meaningful. And that's the thing. This is just a way of living. It is not like this death sentence that like, oh, this is my life purpose. I have to be this way. And this is where I've seen a lot of limiting beliefs also come in because of life purposes. And this is something that I even observed in myself. I am aware of what my life purpose is through Destiny Matrix numerology, for example, and I want to say I am pursuing it. I'm aware of what my past lives are through past life regression, because that is something that I also do. But yet, the more and more time was spent discovering through all of these different methods and divinations, so on and so on, what my life purposes are, the more lost I felt. I was discovering these different bits and pieces of the puzzle, which ultimately did create a sort of bigger image for me in general, but yet I ended up caging myself into thinking that, okay, so this is my life purpose. This is the only way I can ever be, I can ever exist. Like, this is about a way of living and enjoying your life. It is about making sure that you simply feel good in every step and every decision that you make. Because when you are aware of what aligns with your life's purpose, you should be able to know, let's say, which path is going to have least resistance in. But that's about it. That's as far as it goes. It's about the path of least resistance, a path where you're gonna feel good, and that's it. And so as you pursue certain life purposes, you are obviously going to be making choices that don't fully align to a certain extent, especially if you live in this belief that everything has to be always 100% in alignment and always working out for you and so on and so on. But really, a life purpose is just about making sure that the choices that you make feel good on a soul level, because we get to choose whether or not we pursue our life purposes and whether or not we don't. It's always up to us. But if at any point in time, this idea of a life purpose ends up limiting you, it ends up restricting you, it ends up feeling like a cage, then you've got it all wrong. Then you are not living according to your life purpose, and you don't actually know what it is. Because a life purpose is meant to free you. It is meant to be this hidden knowledge that is activated deep inside of you that clicks. It just makes sense. Like, oh yeah, this is the way. This is how it's been for so long, and it feels good this way. So a life purpose is here to free you. But if you discover what your life purpose is too early on in your path, it may end up limiting you. Because instead of living your life in the physical, material sort of way, where you simply try, you simply exist, you simply have fun, and you make choices, you make mistakes, you can end up sort of like dismissing all of that because you think that at the ripe old age of 22, you have to have it all figured out. But that is the biggest limiting belief ever. Because you don't need to have it all figured out. Like, yeah, it's great to know what a life purpose is and how it aligns and how it suits you and how you interact with the world through this life purpose. But you have to live. You still have to enjoy your life. You still have to make mistakes. You still have to make choices that are both instantly satisfying you and for the long run, and keep a balance between these things. Because if you were put on the earth to just only ever live a life that is in alignment with your soul, what are you learning? What lessons? What are you actually going to end up achieving in this life if you only ever make choices that are 100% in pure alignment with your soul? Yeah, okay, you might be spiritually gifted, but where's the fun in life? Where's the chaos? Where's the mistakes? Where's the heartbreak? Where's the passionate, exciting feelings that possibly may never even be unlocked to you if you were strictly focused on this one path of living? And right now you get to choose how you live through your life purpose. You get to choose, you get to choose the way of living, and you get to choose what mistakes you make, you get to choose. That's it. You have the free will to decide what your life is going to turn out like. You have the free will to decide whether or not you're going to always be pursuing your life's purpose. But if at any point in time this life purpose feels restricting, it feels limiting, then it's not it. Then there's something else to focus on. Then it's okay to also focus on the temporary, material, physical aspects of life that also feel so good on soul level. And you're allowed to pursue them. You're not meant to be this robot that is only ever exclusively living this deeply spiritual, meaningful life. You get to make mistakes. You get to have fun. And this is the beauty of free will, is that you just simply get to choose, and nobody can take this choice away from you. If something doesn't fit you in the way that other people have potentially, read your life purpose for you, and they have told you that, oh yeah, this is what you're meant to do in your life. But in the back of your head, you're thinking like, something is wrong with that. Like, it doesn't feel good. It doesn't activate this inner passion that does come with the life purpose. Then that's not it. Then that's not it for you. Then that means you need more time to figure things out. That means you need more time to simply exist. And live and make decisions, make mistakes, do anything and everything that you want to be doing, and not have to think like, oh, is this right or wrong? Because then you're going to end up living this life where you end up separating everything into black and white, into right or good, into left and right. And it's like, what kind of a life is this when you are constantly separating everything and deciding for yourself that, no, this is wrong for me? Like, who told you it's wrong for you? Is it some person that read your chart that told you whatever, and like now you have decided for yourself that, no, I can never ever do that in my life? No, that is not how you get to live. You have the free will to do whatever it is that you want. If somebody read your chart and told you that, oh, you are never going to find love, or you're never going to be able to do this or that, and what? Well, you get to choose whether or not you accept that or whether you don't. That is the beauty of a life purpose. You can go through your path in whatever way you want, and nobody gets to interfere. Nobody gets to take that away from you. And if people get into your head and they tell you that, no, well, this is your life purpose and this is how you're meant to be living and this is your karmic tale and so on and so on, this is not a prison sentence. This is not like, okay, this is you, box yourself in and exist in this little box. No, you get to choose. You get to go outside of this life purpose. You get to expand. You get to do whatever it is that you really want to be doing in your life. And nobody gets to decide that. Nobody gets to take that away from you.